Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So this video is about a piece of land that I own in the Sandbox. So Sandbox has been selling its land now for getting on for 2 years. And I've just noticed over the last week or so, well, I guess it has been longer if I look at the emails. I've been getting a lot of emails from OpenSea because basically someone wants to buy my land here. So this is the land I own. This is actually the first bit of land I own. I bought in the Sandbox on the initial sale back in 2019. So I actually own 3 bits of land, I think, in the Sandbox. So not very much really. I'm quite random. I just bought some. So we can see here I bought this. That's going to tell me, isn't it? So I bought this on 6th of December 2019 for 0.34 ETH. Back then, I guess ETH was probably about $200, maybe at most $300. Obviously now it's whatever it is, 2,400. So the price in ETH terms has gone up a lot. What's interesting though is we can see here I've currently got an offer here for I've got an offer in for about $1,000, $966. And actually, if I look back, I wasn't really paying attention to this, but this is where it was created, and I've been having these offers. This is the listing. So this is where it's actually. So I didn't buy it from the land. I bought it from someone else. I didn't actually buy it in the land sale. See if I get these things. So this is where it is now in my wallet. I bought it from one wallet, transferred it to another one, and then the offers actually started. So offers are starting coming in here. So we try and do this. A bit difficult to do. We can kind of start to see these offers are coming in. You see they're expiring. So there's offers of 0.4, 0.422. Kind of all this stuff is going on. It's got a lot of people now kind of offering. Obviously they're looking at the price I paid and they're going, well, you paid 0.32 whatever, and now ETH's gone up, and so they're offering what they think is a good deal, and it's sort of going, sort of goes up. This was a good offer here, 0.458, and then it sort of goes back down again. There's obviously different wallets coming in, and it's there we go. It's kind of up and down. I've got these various offers coming in, and I don't really pay attention to them, but occasionally I get emails from OpenSea saying someone's made an offer, and I go and have a look. So that's kind of what's going on. I mean, you can do that with anything on the Ethereum blockchain. On OpenSea, you can go in and make an offer on it, and if the person has set up an email on their wallet, so I would name this wallet gaming, and it's got an email attached to it, then OpenSea will send you any kind of bids or anything. If you're just using OpenSea and you haven't set up an email, obviously they can't do that. So that's what's happening. Generally, the Sandbox is a project coming to kind of launch, so there's lots of kind of interest around it. They've just sold like $2.5 million worth of sand of land this week. Sand is the currency in the Sandbox. But what made me think about why does someone want this land? So lots of people have been quite persistent about buying this land. It's not just like a random someone coming in and making an offer and then going away. So I thought let's actually go and have a look and see why someone might be so persistent in trying to buy this. So in order to do this, I'm going to go to the Sandbox map. So we can see here. This is the if we come right out here. This is all the land that has been sold so far in the Sandbox. About 50%, just under 50%. And every one of these elements here, the different sizes depending on how many the bigger estates they call them, or the individual land tokens. These are all NFTs on Ethereum. These have all been sold off, and obviously if you buy a big one, you can put a funny picture on it, which people like to do. So this is the one I own minus 45.57. So there we go. And what was interesting, I started clicking around. So when you click around, you kind of see who owns these things. So there's Landlord Mod, and then we have basically this is kind of referring to the I guess this is the Sandbox username, I'm guessing. So we have Fortmore 1899, and then he suddenly they're not all there, but Fortmore looks like is looking like he or she is buying a lot of land in this area. So that's my little bit of land. And you can kind of see some people have bought kind of land together. But obviously kind of what's interesting is it looks like people are trying to, there he is, there they are again, You know, so they're like it's Crypto Hustle again. So it looks like actually what's happening is this account here is actually trying to buy up these areas. So these are obviously you know, adjacent areas in this map are also, when the sandbox launches, going to be adjacent areas in the game. So you could move from if I was on this map, this land here, I could move physically in the game just across, and then I'd be in that land, and then I could move down here and I'd be in. So this person's obviously kind of looking to buy sort of those areas together, I would imagine, and obviously they've got that little block there, so they're quite keen on having my one, I imagine. So then they can have that kind of what we call a kind of contiguous land, or continuous. I mean, continuous land. Really, the technical word is contiguous, I think. So they would have that block of land together. So I'm sort of, it is interesting that we're having these sort of landlord sort of scenarios. And actually, you know, if they actually kind of contacted me, then I might be happy to do a deal. I mean, I probably wouldn't do it for. The problem is now, if we go to the OpenSea and look at the price of land. Then it's actually more than he's offering, or they're offering me for this particular one. Just going to have a quick look at that. So here I'm in the sandbox area of OpenSea. OpenSea, you know, is just the exchange where you can sell anything. So let's go and have a look at some land. Doesn't really matter. Let's go and have a look. Recently listed. And what I'm going to filter for is just price. So I'm going to look at buy now land, and I'm going to sort by the price low to high. So looking at the cheapest land I can buy now. Oh, that's not land. Let's go and click on land rather than assets. So here we can see this is the cheapest price. So if you had 0.5 ETH, you can just go and buy this land. This land's in a slightly different location. So it's not. I guess it's. I don't know if it is in the first wave or not. I think that probably is in the first wave. So actually, technically, I'm not too bothered. I just randomly bought a piece of land. I don't really care where it is. I'd be happy to have that land. But obviously, if I'm going to sell my bit of land that someone really wants, then I'm going to ask for a minimum of 0.51 because otherwise I'm sort of losing money. So it's kind of interesting. I mean, these are. So actually, the price has gone down a little bit. Last time I looked, it was 0.6. There is quite a lot of land at 0.5. But of course, the price of ETH has gone up, so you have to kind of take that into account now. So that's kind of $1,200, something like that, for this land. And there's actually quite a lot available. You can see people are putting offers in, very low offers. We can actually see if we can look at the recently sold, see what prices people are selling for. So we can see, so 0.5, 0.66. You know, a lot of this now, I guess what's interesting is that people are actually wanting to physically buy locations for different reasons. Maybe they want to put things together, which is obviously quite hard to do, as this poor guy or person is finding out as they keep bidding me up, and I just don't care less. And they're obviously trying to buy all those sort of areas of land. But we can see the kind of pricing is still fairly solid, and there's probably quite a lot going on. That people are trying to find their little kind of craft their little areas out. So again, I mean, this is kind of what we expect to see with blockchain. That there is an openness in the system that people can go around bidding, and people want to actually own physical, own digital things and they want to kind of make their own little kind of environments in there. And I guess probably if you can say buy 4 of these, you can buy 4 land blocks together. That's cheaper than buying one of the bigger estates. I think the estates start from 3x3s. I think are the smallest ones. So that would be the simplest way. If you want to buy some land together, you'd have to go in and buy an estate. But those are going to be much more expensive. I don't think we can see that. Of course, the other thing is if people buy blocks of land together, they can bundle them up and sell them as kind of sort of mini estates as well. So some interesting kind of investment sort of speculative stuff going on here about kind of finding land, and that's kind of, I guess, what happens in the real world, or when people are buying land and trying to put parcels of land together and trying to bid out the last landowner. I guess all those films about the Wild West and people trying to get water rights and all that sort of stuff. So similar sort of things are starting to happen in the sandbox, which is interesting to look at. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. This is Blockchain Gaming World. trying to make sense of it all. If you like that stuff, please do subscribe to the channel. But thanks for watching, and see you again soon.